And we're going to start with welcome, 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 as we transmit to you from the year 3000 with another episode of Here on the Wastes, where we play Horizons Unknown After Earth RPG, where it's a game that has been written and created by myself. My name is Scott, aka Mr. Shogi 3000, and I've been wasting your time. And I do apologize with the production issues. Thank you so much for helping out. For everyone who's been hanging out with us this evening, and if you're new or if you've been hanging out with us before and you've been watching the streams, you know what? Shake my hand. Shake my hand. We appreciate you and we thank you. We're here with our amazing cast here. Mike, you're going to be muted, but I am going to do introductions here. As you see, we are back here for season number 6 of Here on the Wastes, where we are going to be doing episode number 57, people. 57. I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Let's do just some freaking interruptions. Let's do some freaking introductions here with some of our amazing cast. And you can see that we do have a new member this season. So that's going to be something pretty awesome. But let's start off with the old man himself, the OG. Breaking news. We have a reporter on the ground in the frozen tundra once known as Texas. Yeah. Who's going to give us the update. We got Ryan, aka Ran118. Tell us, how is it going out there in Texas, good sir, and how are you this evening?
In Texas land, I am great. My power came back on 2 days ago, but I lost water today. So other than that, I'm great.
Excellent. A chilling report.
Back to you, Shogi.
Excellent. Well done. Back here in the studio, we have our next introduction, my good friend, aka Voldo the Recluse, playing this evening. Mike himself, how are you, good sir? Back for season number 6.
I'm doing great. I am stoked and I'm ready.
Excellent. We like that, Mike. High five. Well done. High five, Ryan, as well. Back to Ryan.
There we go.
And of course,
I can't turn down a high five.
Absolutely. And coming up next, your favorite drunk sergeant, the best soldier in all of Saldaria himself, my very good friend Richard Garrett Keith, but you can call him Bartholomew, playing the good Sarge. How are you this evening, Richard Keith?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to a new season.
Excellent. We are so happy to have you here, good sir. Thank you so much. And of course, bring up the rear, my brother from another mother, playing the good doctor. Right up there with Doctor Who. You can pick which Doctor Who he is better than, or if you like, he's not better than any of them. But either way, he's your favorite doctor.
It's more accurate.
Here on the Wastes. My good sir, Shane, my brother from another mother. How are you this evening, good sir?
Thank you very much. I'm doing quite well. Good to see everyone. Awesome to have your next guest that you're introducing with us.
Yep, absolutely. And of course, as you see down here below, I'm not exactly sure where. Nope, all the way over there, we have the man, the myth himself, Pie Boy UK 56. How are you this evening, good sir?
I'm good. Today you'll be calling me the Quarter Vision, so...
Yes, we will. Yes. Forgive us, sire. But either or, we do have the amazing Pie Boy here with us, who's going to be with us for probably the remainder of at least this part of the season. Just for everyone, just a heads up, this season will be a bit truncated in the fact that it's going to be only every other Friday for this part. So it's only going to be maybe 7-8 episodes. And then we will definitely be back at the tailor end of this year for the full every Friday as we round out for the Halloween session, as always. Thank you so much for interrupting my introductions there with your useless yawn there. I appreciate that, Shane.
Sorry, man.
Either or, we are going to jump directly in to this season number 6. This is episode number 57. This is called Doors, Doors, and More Doors. As you do remember, to round out season 5, our wonderful group of adventurers ran into Holin, ran into Hanamo, ran into Zosa, and ran into Rixin. An amazing group. None of them are up to this point dead, so already this is a plus. But there was problems brewing, and they were mostly brewing because of a soul tech weapon that was just causing problems. One, Thendrin, who was causing problems to Voldo, and in the end was causing problems to the Sarge. And at some point, it was either Voldo was going to kill the Sergeant to give back the weapon, or they were going to figure out a way to just get old Thendrin to kind of like fall in line. And they decided that the power of a soul tech weapon could definitely be useful in the right hands. They also were able to find out that they themselves have been wielders of soul tech weapons of their own without really even knowing about it. So they decided that Thendrin, who was the biggest problem child of all the soul tech weapons, these spirits that have been bound to these weapons, and of course they were bound by their own volition, their own will, that they would go into Thendrin's world with the help of Rixin, and they would essentially teach old Thendrin a lesson. They all agreed. Rixin offered help as essentially a great shaman to allow you to go into the world of the spirits. You luckily were able to beat Thendrin. The weapon from a sword before has now turned into the Hound of Infinite Darkness, which is a hand cannon gun that was given to the good Sarge. But as you were trying to come back from this spirit realm in the spirit world, you found out you were unable to. That Rixin, who's your conduit to this world, as per Danny's intuition, found out that Rixin seemed like he was bound away. That maybe this Rixin isn't the real one, for all she knew. That maybe his mind and his spirit and his body are split in many ways. And in turn, you found out that Rixin actually had been bound. And he had been bound by the three cloaks of the three eyes. And the three cloaks of the three eyes, now making their way through the spirit realm just as much as you are, have kind of held you captive to that world. And they essentially, without telling you, without even giving you a decision or a choice, without even really introducing themselves, brought you forth to a road of pure light with only one door that you could see in the midst of essentially just pure ether or darkness. You were each given a special key. Rev was given a key that said 1. Voldo was given a key that said 2. The good doctor was given a key that said 3. And Sarge was given a key that said exit. Rev used his key, opened up the main door, and entered into essentially a bit of a labyrinth. And what you guys remembered was a labyrinth essentially of maze doors and walls, and these walls themselves were made of stone. Some places are complete stone, some places are marble, some places are metal, some places are even made of wood. As you take a look at where you were standing, you were each pushed into the room itself, and behind you the door closed. As you each turned around, you find that the door no longer exists. You are now bound inside the labyrinth of infinite dreams.
Did the key that I used disappear?
The key that you use is no longer with you.
Okay.
What you see in front of you is essentially just a single stone wall. It is completely straightforward into a wall, and it turns right. You have not moved past the point that you actually were pushed in to the labyrinth themselves. But upon the wall that you see in front of you is overgrown and strewn with blue frosted rose-colored vines. And when you look at them even deeper, they're actually almost frozen roses themselves. You immediately notice that you can slightly see your breath in front of you. The temperature has dropped here. Again, above you is merely the expanse of the universe. There is no ceiling to this labyrinth. You were in the middle of Lord knows what. The walls, though, are illuminated by either torches or sconces, and in some places you can kind of get the sense that maybe it's industrial lights. It is cold, but luckily, your feather that was given to you by Lao Yen gives you minor cold protection and still keeps you warm. But you do, and you are aware that the atmosphere itself and the environment is relatively frosty. Again, you can see the celestial bodies float above you, either comets or asteroids or stars and or planets. You also notice that some of the lost spirits manifest in and out of the wall, just merely floating through. And some of them take the look and the posture and the figure of each one of you for mere seconds, and they just turn back into something else, and they float away. As you each stand there, you immediately get the idea that this place is almost like a tomb. That every spirit that floats around, and even within yourself, you don't feel like you're Rev completely. You don't feel like you're the Sarge completely. As if you've been pulled from your physical bodies, and they've been placed here. You can feel something weighs heavy on your mind immediately. Almost like the idea of trying to pull stitches from the seams of your hardened grasp on whatever reality that you truly believe in. It's always there. It's ever present, as if the air itself lends to the unraveling of your mind. You need to keep your wits, gentlemen. You need to get out before you go mad. As you each stand there, the door behind you is completely gone. Rev no longer has the key. You each stand in front of you, a single wall, and a turn that goes to the right. I will tell you ahead of time, gentlemen, that maybe it's good for one of you to be a cartographer of the maze, because you will have to be able to traverse it and find where you've been, and also where you're currently going. So if you want to deem one of you as the cartographer, go right ahead, or you will get lost in the maze. I will give you a quick moment if you want to just appoint someone. You are muted, Mike, so I cannot hear you.
I could do it, but I mean, I've never done it before. I feel like it shouldn't be too hard, though.
Do you appoint
What are you going to
Voldo?
use?
A piece of paper?
Voldo, the map keeper. That's funny.
Yeah.
No.
We got to incorporate it with some kind of technology. Right? I mean, is there any way we can use our data links or something to do like a tracking or a...
This is outside of the game. This is for you, gentlemen. You will need, this is a labyrinth. Someone needs to please make notice of where you've been and where you currently need to go.
Let's have me and Voldo both do it, and we can compare notes if we get lost.
That
Okay.
works.
Some information as well that you have to figure out during your time in there, how important it is, as some of it will be vital as you go forward.
Absolutely.
Can we consider us walking in to be facing north, or does that not matter?
We can consider that to be north. Absolutely.
Okay. And so you see the first thing we saw as we walked in that a wall goes off to the right. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
As you each stand there, you feel like you hear a voice, almost like something over a loudspeaker, but the voice itself seems to be almost pumped directly into your audio sensors, into your ears, where you hear the voice of, excuse me, visitors, I would like your attention, please.
Great.
Visitors, we require your attention. Do I have it?
Rev's gonna look around.
All ears.
Who's talking?
Me. My name is Arthur.
Who is Arthur?
Don't worry about me, good sir. I have a incoming message for you. Please tell me if you are ready for said incoming message.
Who's it from?
Oh, you will know. Let me start. I have a message for you from our honorable master. He is about to be bless upon you, each one of you, a special message, like a gentle wave upon a sandy beach, like the first light from the first dawn after months of wallowing in darkness, like the first spring dew upon a field of perfect roses. His words are like the most harmonious of tunes that only bring salvation and deliverance to the most broken of souls. This is a glorious introduction from our benevolent Lord and Protector, Defender of Soldaria, and of all free beings, the bravest, the most courageous, the most merciful, the mighty one himself, the Court of Visions. Court of Visions, you may go.
Thank you, Arthur. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my humble abode, the Labyrinth of Infinite Dreams. Voldo, the uncivilized warrior of darkness. You can try to bring that power here, but remember, I am the master of this place.
Okay.
Yes, couldn't be quiet now. Welcome, Sergeant Ian Goldenhammer, one of Soldaria's fine slaves of good fight. Don't worry, no one will give you orders. Just your generous host, myself. And of course, refreshments are available. And thank you, the Right Honourable Rev of Clan 118, for coming to my humble labyrinth. You are the saviour of Soldaria and former companion of Otis Dirtbanger, the brother of my betrothed. And finally, the only man of true talent, a man of true genius, and may even be equal to myself, the good Dr. Ace Mars. How noble of you to come into such poor company. Please take care of me. True gentlemen. First, I present Rev with a small token of my respect, which is produced from... A small token is produced to yourselves, and I'll send you what it looks like momentarily. Please enjoy your stay in my labyrinth. Remember, you may check out any time you like, but you may never leave.
Did you say betrothed? Rev is just gonna randomly spout out.
There's no answer.
Gotcha.
All the message ends, and as far as you know, that the Court of Visions has merely watching over you, but has granted Rev a special gift.
Okay. Should I say what I see?
Sure. Go ahead and tell everybody what you received.
It's some sort of symbol. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to recognize this symbol, but it looks like an H with like stylized, curved-in edges, and it just says H equals 3, and that's all I see.
Okay. That's probably something that you might want to write down or table.
I'll include it in my notes here.
You know, just to verify, we're in the dungeon we're in right now. All we did was walk in the door. We haven't really.
You actually never walked into the door. You were pushed into the door.
Okay.
Try to
Doors.
show. That's kind of what it looks like. It's
I
backwards,
cannot.
but
I can't really,
Yeah,
but
you can see it there. It pulls up. Yeah.
there, door.
Yep, that works.
There you
The
go.
door is. That's perfect. That is perfect. Gentlemen, you have just received your introductions from the Court of Visions. Rev has been given a gift. The Labyrinth of Infinite Dreams is now open for you adventurers to wander through. The only way to get out is to find the exit. This is truly a maze for you. So it's
This
smart,
gift-
again, to pay attention to everything, to notate everything, and to think that anything that anyone gets might be of importance.
this gift that I receive, that Rev receives, is it written on something? Is it a piece of something? What is the actual object that I have?
It's a small pendant, like a charm.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Gentlemen, what would you like to do?
I want to ask Rev. So, Rev, I caught that too. What the hell did he mean by the brother of my betrothed?
The only thing that
I thought of Jaina.
Rev, the only thing he can think of is that his brother-in-arms, Burger, Otis,
Yeah, just Burger.
just Burger, is his sister Jaina, who I've kind of become a big brother to. So he's like, I think he's saying he's betrothed to Jaina. That doesn't make any sense.
No, but that's what it sounded like.
Court of Visions. Has anybody ever heard this phrase of this person before?
No.
Doesn't sound familiar.
It's easy. It's for just in general. No one's ever heard of the Court of Visions.
Okay.
Is it court officials or court of visions?
Court of Visions.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, Rev is going to show this little token, this little charm to you guys. He's going to show it to everybody to show them. It's this.
What does it have on it again?
It looks like H equals 3, but the H is like a stylized, almost like a symbolic thing that must mean. I'm going to guess it has something to do with getting through this labyrinth. Can Rev wants to actually ask if everyone can hold out the key that they have, so we can like see if they're compare them, see if they look the same, even though they're different metals. See if they.
Well, I think one was bronze, one was gold, and one was silver.
Yeah, mine was
And
gold.
I wrote
Mine's
down that-
gone.
I wrote down that I had the number 2 and it was bronze. But if I got those mixed, then-
Whichever one. If you guys want
Yeah.
to flip, it doesn't really matter.
so
it's-
I had number 2, which
It's
was bronze.
to know that you
Voldo-
guys have those keys. Whoever
Yeah,
wants to
Voldo
carry
has-
it, this doesn't matter.
Voldo has number 3, which is silver.
Mm-hmm.
Can Rev look at the 3 on his pendant and see if it looks the same as the 3 on the silver key, if they're related at all?
Sure. You will notice that the 3 that is on the key looks relatively like a normal 3. Nothing stylized about it. It's just a single normal number.
Okay.
I take it I don't see any other than the 2. I
Yeah,
don't
for each
see,
of you, when you
like-
take a look at the keys, if you just want to examine them just relatively quickly, they look like normal keys, other than the fact they're engraved with either a number or the words exit on sarges.
Let's compare the text on Sarge's. Does it look like anything on your pendant?
It does not.
Okay.
They almost look like they're just like old school printing press stamped. Like someone just took those and just goes ching right into it. Nothing extremely elaborate or anything like that.
Can we check if our sidekicks work and are able to communicate to each other?
Absolutely. You go ahead and you try to activate your sidekick. Are you trying to...
Yeah. I want to try to just send a message to all 3 of my companions.
Sure.
And actually, I want to include Jaina in that just to see if anything happens.
Okay. So you definitely go ahead and you send the messages.
I just
And-
say...
Yeah,
Do you
whatever.
read
What do
this?
you want to write on there?
Yeah, just if you read this, respond.
Okay. Immediately, it comes back as unable to be sent
On all 4.
on all
messages.
4. They
Okay.
the messages never leave your sidekick,
Okay.
so essentially they never get to the other recipients.
All right. Well, Rev's gonna say, "Well, my friends, it doesn't look like we have any connection here. Sidekicks don't work. We either got to stay together or be very careful if we're separating, because I don't think we're going to be able to communicate wherever this is."
Rev,
I
if
knew
you,
we
wanna,
should-
if you want to do a little bit more of an investigation to the sidekicks, you will notice as well that your GPS merely spins around in circles,
Okay.
never finding any kind of fixed point that it can hold on to.
So as we're mapping, we're going to basically our Rev and Volder are doing this in their head, not able to actually
Exactly.
access their sidekick. Okay.
So just since on that note, standing at the front door and we're looking down, do we see any?
Just a wall right in front of you that goes to the right.
And it's
So
got
we
roses
cannot make a
on it.
left. There's
So the-
basically just
Yeah.
a corner, and
Yeah.
we're starting out going right.
Okay.
I'm
so
sorry.
there's
I'm so
only-
sorry. I'm so sorry. It goes left. I can't read my right
Oh.
from my left. I apologize.
So it's a door, and then when you walk in the door, you can only take a hallway down to the left.
Yeah, but the door's gone. Remember, the door
We're
no longer.
inside.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're essentially in a hallway that
That turns left.
A single short corridor that goes right into a wall, but it only goes left.
Yeah,
Do we notice anything else? Like, could I do a like a check? I can't think of the word right now. Can I do just like an intellect check to look around, see if there's anything with the walls or something like that? Anything mystical actually going on?
You want to try to do like a mystical check?
Yeah, let me do a
Sure,
mystical check.
go right ahead.
9. Me.
You get a sense there might be something mystical, yet it's hard to grasp how influential it is. It seems faint, if anything. Nothing that you
Can I
can just immediately just go, I know what that is.
Can I kind of tell what the source of it is?
No.
No.
Again, it seems very
It's just-
distant or very like it's something that is constantly ever moving. So you can't pinpoint on one thing that says, okay, maybe the source is this.
Rev wants to just kind of walk very carefully up to this turn to the left and peek around the corner. Only his head and his eyes to see what he sees around the corner.
Okay, what you see when you look around the corner is a very long corridor that again is lit up by either sconces and or torches.
Okay. Rev's gonna kind of turn around and go, well, if this is a labyrinth, all we got is a long hallway to start with, so we exploring this or what?
Got nothing else we can do.
I just got Oh, sorry, I forgot where the rose is in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. The sergeant's just gonna suggest like I just remember in Arthur's speech that he mentioned something about the roses, and I don't know if if they're frozen, if we could do like a burn test on it or something. I don't know if it would do anything like a secret passage or.
I mean, you could definitely attempt it.
Yeah, why not?
What'd you say? A burn test?
Oh yeah, like with just like our lighters or something. Because I think they were like frozen.
He's trying to see if they're real roses that
like
are
melting it would...
that can be unfrozen.
Yeah. Go for it, man.
Okay, so
Do
I'm
you actually
gonna
have a
take
lighter?
out-
I mean, yeah, I guess
Oh,
you
yeah,
you can flamethrower it if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess I'll go with the like small one just in case. Like, hopefully they don't have toxins or any kind of weird thing. But
About to find
I'm
out.
gonna like do a little burn test on one of the petals.
Okay. So you go ahead and are you just using your lighter or just small little flame from your?
I'm just gonna do the lighter.
Okay. It does not at any point melt. It seems completely unaffected by the heat of the flame.
Does that frozen rose, does it have, like, I possibly do another check just to see if it has any resemblance to, I think it was the Whisper Queen was her name? Or
Sure.
something like.
Yeah, you can definitely take a look.
All right, yeah, let's take a look and see if I just notice anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then that would be a risk level extreme. So 10, 11, 12 to
I
be
got a
successful. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, that was a D20. That was a D20. Let me roll a D12.
Yep, D12, please.
12.
Okay. You definitely get the sense that, if anything, it feels familiar. Especially to you, Voldo.
Oh, all right.
Like that frost that's coming off of it.
Yeah.
The glisten, the look, the feel seems familiar. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but it's enough to take you back a little bit, where you're just kind of like, whoa, like, is this like a nightmare kind of thing?
Yeah. But the familiarity, it is with the Whisper Queen.
It is.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Now I'm going to tell them, just, hey guys, just, this looks very similar to when I encountered the Whisper Queen a while back. I don't know how much you guys have seen her do, but this is just very reminiscent of it.
You guys
Rev
have
wants
each
to-
met
Go ahead.
her,
Yeah.
I do believe, right? On the Rev
think
Jet, where she disguised herself as somebody else.
Well, didn't she appear to take back Walter and?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. So she had appeared pretty recently to us,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
When Voldo says that and Rev looks up at these roses,
Mm-hmm.
these frozen roses, do they continue down the hallway, or are they just contained on this one wall?
No, they continue down the hallway.
So
to that
they're
corridor.
they're like a pattern on the wall that follows the wall.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Rev, after Voldo says that, he's gonna say, "Well, looks like if this is the Whisper Queen symbol, she might be leading us somewhere, and where she goes, I'm not sure I want to follow."
How wide is this? Give or take.
The corridor itself,
Well, yeah, the hallway we're about to go down, or I would imagine each
it's too wide.
part of the maze is
Yeah,
same.
it's too wide.
Too wide.
Yeah.
Too what?
Like two people next to each other could walk down it.
Oh, okay.
Too
gotcha.
wide. No,
wanna
not
scan-
TOOO.
Yeah.
Just too,
I wanna-
too wide. Yeah.
You said something about runes being kind of intermixed with these roses. I want to just scan it really well with my deciphering languages to see if I can recognize any type of language or any symbols of speech or whatever.
They all relatively seem nothing that you can sense or you can pull together from obviously your deep knowledge of languages. That seems like this is associated to any other language. It's almost as if somebody made up their own stuff. It's so utterly random.
All right. Well, we don't have anywhere to go other than left, gentlemen.
Yeah, might as well start walking.
All right, Rev's gonna pull out Callisto's Edge so that he can have this ready as he's moving to follow this Whisper Queen's rose pattern.
Okay, so what's the walk in order, people?
I'll usually go second or something.
Yeah, Rev's usually in the front, so he'll kind of take point, I think.
I'm gonna pull up the rear.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll go
Sarge.
third then. Oh yeah, I'll go third then.
Third? Okay. As you continue down, you come to another left. Now, to advise you that the corridor continues still, which you would deem to be your north. But you do come to a bit of a junction that allows you to go left.
Okay, so continue straight or turns left.
That is correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And about how far down does it take a left?
I'd say probably about 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
Well, you said that we were facing the wall, and that was north. So technically, if we went
Yeah, I'm thinking
left,
this is west. I'm thinking this is kind of the
We'd be
west.
Well, yeah, if you go that, yep, that's right. You guys are better. This is why I let you guys do the directions. You guys steer the bus.
Okay. Does the rose pattern continue on the wall, continue forward, and does it break off to the left?
The
at
rose
all?
pattern is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Ooh.
All right. Rev's going to turn back and say, well, we got two choices, my friends.
we can either head back, head right and go north, or head left and go south.
No, it's go straight to head west or go left, take a left and go south.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I say we go left. But
Oh, I thought. Okay, so we can't go right. My bad.
Yeah. All right. I'm with Valdo. We can take a left and see where this goes.
You decide to go left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
As you turn left, probably about 15 feet, is a door.
What does the door look like?
It looks like a reinforced door
Iron, wood,
with iron.
with iron? Okay. So that's a door there. Are there any symbols to give any idea if there's a keyhole or anything like that?
There is no keyhole to this door.
Can we do
And
a
it's the
mystical
only
check?
thing in front of us. There's no way other.
As far as you know, you could kind of drift off. There's kind of a slight corridor off to the side, but it doesn't go anywhere. Essentially, that left just leads you to this door.
Okay.
And upon better examination of it, if you'd like to make an examination roll, anyone?
Yeah, for sure. Since
Okay.
Rev's in the front, he'll.
We're gonna do it on low, so that's fine. Go ahead, Rev.
8 for me.
Okay, so you succeed. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. Up at the top, just above it, says 10.
Oh. 10. Is that etched into the door? Or is it like on the wall above the
It's
door?
just on just above it. Just like those numbers that you would put on a hotel room or apartment room. Nothing fancy. They're just nailed up there.
Rev's gonna look up and go, so, did anybody have a key for 10? Thought we only had a couple keys with 1 and 2.
No.
Rev's gonna stop and say, I feel like before we open any doors, we might want to explore where all these hallways go before we just start opening random doors. What do you all think?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Get a layout before we start walking in places.
Well, is there a door? Is there a doorknob? Is there something to open it with?
Yeah, there's a doorknob. There's just no keyhole.
Cool, yeah.
I'm gonna twist the knob and see if it'll actually twist.
Okay, I guess we could just go in then.
I mean, if
He
we don't
turns
have to
it.
open it, we can see if it turns.
He turns it and it clicks over. It's open.
Well, it's not open. It's just it can be open, right?
It's unlocked, it seems to be.
That's all I wanted to know. If it was unlocked.
Yeah, there's two things. There's open, close, unlocked, locked. They're both
No,
essentially the same
there's
thing.
you turn the knob and then you turn it back and you don't push it open. It's still closed.
That's you
what I
entering.
wanted to
That's
do.
entering, Shane.
No, it isn't.
However you like to play it.
I did not open
It
the door.
is
All I did is turn it
unlocked.
to see if it can turn.
Obviously,
okay, that's all I wanted to know.
we're having an English discussion here. It's unlocked.
That's what I was testing for, and I made that clear from the beginning. All I did
Immediately,
was turn the
your
damn
hand
knob.
falls off.
All right, I have no hand.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Rev in his mind is going to make a note. Okay, that's an unlocked door. Let's
Okay.
not go through it. Rev continues to suggest. Again, Rev says, I think we should at least figure out where these first couple hallways go before we start going through doors.
Yeah, I agree.
So are we going to head back north then?
Yeah, Rev's thinking we go back up to the hallway and continue west to see
Yeah,
where the next
west,
hallway
okay.
goes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, back west.
So you go back into that main hallway, and probably another 30 feet or so, you come to another left. You can no longer go you can no longer go forward. It only becomes left.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And like you said before, there's just roses on all these
Absolutely.
walls
Mhm.
as we're walking. Okay.
And you can
All right,
can see the frost coming off of them.
Really?
Mhm.
Like our breath is frosty, you had mentioned. We're seeing this frost actually emanate from the roses
Yep.
themselves. Wow. Okay.
Scott,
Yep.
just out of interest, between where they start and 10,
Mm-hmm.
did you mention about
You know
Do you
what?
see the other-
I do apologize. Before you get to 10, there was another left. So yeah, rewind it if you rewind it back. Okay. So as you make the initial left from the beginning, you can make another left almost immediately.
Okay.
I apologize.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I have my mic in the way, and I'm trying to take a look at a map that's below me.
That's basically perpendicular to the
Yeah.
hallway that can run down to 10. Gotcha.
Correct. Thank you very much, Pi.
Okay.
Is there a door there, like blocking it?
Nope.
Is that what
It's
you
just
said?
another
No.
corridor.
Another corridor?
Okay. Well, I guess we'll pretend that we didn't think that corridor's important yet, because we just walked right by it.
You can always go back. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it.
All right.
going to go to the bar?
Rev actually just wants to kind of keep exploring this hallway, so he wants to go down to the end and take this next left to see where that goes.
Okay. The next left you make comes to another corridor that's relatively short, probably 5, 6, maybe 7 feet, and it turns right.
Turns right.
Yep.
Okay. Going back towards the other one. All right. All right. And that's the only direction it goes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we're heading back west again?
This would be
Yeah.
back east, I
We're
think.
back heading east, yeah.
Wait,
This
so
is
we
maybe a
took a left.
cartography.
we
Yeah,
took
we
a
took a
left.
left. Yeah, so from
And
the
then
start, we went
right.
to the left, then we went down the long hallway and went left, and then it was right. Was it left again, you said, or was it right? It was left, right?
Yeah. If you go down to the end of that long hallway, you go left, and then you go right.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
so that's
sorry.
west. So that's west, right?
That is west. I thought he said left. I'm already getting turned
No,
around.
No, he
Frickin'
said
labyrinth.
right, which is
We
east.
need two people.
He said right,
Yeah.
which is east.
Which is
Okay.
west. Right is west.
Yeah,
that-
right
that'd
is
be
west.
If you're,
Left
if
would have
you're
been
coming,
east.
if you're coming from the south, if you're coming from the north, and you make a
We're facing
oh
south.
right, a right, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is already.
So you said we can make a
cool.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, we take a right. Let's follow that hallway.
Okay. You take the right. You probably go about 5, 6 feet, and you can make another right.
Okay, that'll take us north. So, gonna
Is-
follow that.
Okay. 5, 6 feet allows you to make a left.
Wait. So we have a right option and a left option past that?
No.
Or do we automatically have to take the right and
Yeah,
then there's a left?
Everything that I'm giving you, I'll tell you if there's another option. These are
Okay.
just like, it's this way or dead end. That's nothing.
Okay. So
Okay.
right and then left.
Right and then left. Okay. Rev's getting turned around, but he is still
Yeah.
following this hallway, just seeing where it goes. If he
Okay.
can find another door at all.
This will carry you into another left,
Okay.
then another right,
Okay.
and then another left. So it should match the previous one.
Okay, so now we're heading back south again.
That's what I have, yeah.
Cool.
And that carries you into a long corridor that you can only go. Again, this corridor is probably 20 feet. And you can only turn left.
Okay.
You go about 5 feet and you make a right.
Okay.
You go about 5 feet and you make a left.
I feel like I'm in that snake game right
Yep.
now, like
Yeah.
trying not to hit my tail.
You go about 20 feet and you can make a left and you will find a door.
Okay. As they reach this door, Rev's going to be like, "We haven't missed any hallways, have we?" He's like asking everybody. What does this door look like?
This door looks very much like the other door. Again, a reinforced door made of metal. And I will...
Rev's going to look up and see if there was a number
Yep.
like he saw on
There
the
is
other
a
Yeah.
number on the top, and it says 13.
13. Okay.
You will notice that this does not have a keyhole as well.
Okay.
So you said the door is to the left. That's is it dead end beyond that?
Yeah,
It's just
can't go any farther. Yeah.
cool.
Rev's getting a little stir crazy. After he saw the doc check the other door, he's actually going to reach out and see if this one is unlocked as well.
Okay. You go
Turn the
ahead and
handle.
do as much as the doc did, just to determine if it's locked or unlocked. And this one is unlocked.
Is it a push or a pull? Because I'm going to actually very slowly try to open
they're
it.
all pushes.
All pushes.
Yeah.
Okay. Rev's going to actually push it lightly open to see. He is
Okay.
kind of...
Bad vibes test.
Yeah.
When you open up the door, as much as you open it up, you see that it essentially is just a darkened room that is held by a single light, almost like a spotlight, that is emanating down from the middle of what you figure to be the room itself. Something from the ceiling and shines down upon a shadowy, cloaked figure. Do you choose to look more into this, or do you want to close the door like a bunch of girls?
Do we see any other doors?
Because it's a
in there?
phasmophobia moment for you guys.
This
Well-
figure is illuminated by the light.
Yes.
Is that correct?
And everything else about the room is in complete darkness.
Okay.
Well, I submit that once you told us about that immediate turn that we didn't notice at first, once you told us about it,
Yeah,
we,
I'll let you guys go
we-
back and check it
we
out.
noticed it and we just decided not to go down that way.
Right,
So we do
yeah.
have a choice to backtrack since we're relatively
Absolutely.
simple in this labyrinth, and check that out to see if there's yet another door, or we can choose one of these doors and go for it.
Only the noble heroes press on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Rev has opened this door. He's actually seeing this figure. He is looking very closely at it and wants to see. You say it's just in black. Is that what he
Yep,
sees?
absolutely.
Can he tell if it's facing them or not?
Yes.
It is facing us.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can I see its face?
Okay. You'd like to look more into this
I am
without
looking- I'm
essentially
not entering
without
the room.
moving. Gotcha. Understood.
I'm not moving, but I'm looking because
Okay.
I am very intrigued.
You
by
see
what
the
I'm
shadowy
seeing.
cloak figure, and you notice immediately that his limbs are strung up towards the ceiling. And his cloak covers his face and his body as he's kind of hunched over.
Wait,
his limbs are strung up.
He's like,
okay.
yeah.
You also notice that his legs are bound as well, directly into the floor.
Seems like a nice dude.
Yeah. Rev's gonna kind of look behind him and say, "Does he look like a prisoner to you?" He asked the group, basically.
I think.
He definitely ain't getting his rocks off.
Should we try
Dare
to
I
say
put my lighter in there to see if we could get like a better look? I don't know if like we could
He
like
just
see his
holds the
face
lighter
or like
in.
what.
How big is this room?
You have no idea. It's complete darkness.
Yeah, it's dark except for the light on the figure.
Court of Visions. He wants to try to illuminate the room. Do you allow this to happen?
No.
Absolutely. As he pulls out his lighter, and I'm to assume you kind of have to reach in a little bit to see what's in there, right?
Oh,
Yep. Something snatches your lighter out of your hand
Oh, no.
and disappears back into the darkness.
my lighter.
Oh, I got an idea. Okay, I'm gonna get where Richard was.
Richard?
I'm gonna-
Who's Richard?
I know. I'm sorry.
Sarge.
Sorry. Here we go. I look at the corner name and it wasn't that. I'm gonna pull out a glow stick and I'm
Okay.
gonna snap it. I'm gonna
Oh,
snap
What I
it,
was gonna do.
shake it up, get that thing ready.
Exactly what I was gonna do.
Okay, so you
And then,
both
yeah.
get your glow sticks ready?
No, now
Yeah,
that he's done.
Now
I
that he's
don't
done
need
it? Okay. Okay, just be
yeah.
aware that Rev is the one who's in front. So are you doing everything over Rev?
That's what I was gonna say.
Because
Like,
Rev at
I
this
don't
point
think-
has
I
not
don't think
moved.
we're
He's
all.
kinda
We're
like-
not. Yeah, I don't. Is the door wide open to where we're all just standing there looking
It's
inside?
safe to say that Rev would not open that door up fully.
Yeah,
Right.
I opened it
So
up
at
so
this
we can
point, we're
see it.
just.
Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
point, he's just telling us what he sees. Then.
Right, but the Sarge
None of
just
us-
seems to be right next to him as he tried to stick his hand in with the lighter,
Yeah.
which is no longer there.
That's what I thought. I'm like, to me, it's
Right
like
behind
Rev's
him.
literally doing this number. None of us know f all about what's going on in there.
Yeah, essentially,
Well,
Rev,
I
are you
saw
just describing this to them?
No, I have opened the door enough for us to see. I'm not like I didn't fling it open,
Sure.
but I opened it enough so that we could
Oh,
see.
okay,
Because
so-
then I turned around and asked, "Does he look like a prisoner?"
Right.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
I asked.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
So it's open enough that you guys can all lean over Rev to see what is in there.
yeah. So what are you doing with this lighter? I mean this.
The glow stick.
Glow
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's in my way, then I'll just hand it to him to have, or I'm just gonna poke it out a little bit
You just kind of try to.
into the doorway.
Okay.
If he hands it to Rev, Rev would look at it and be like, "What?" and then throw it into the room. That's what Rev would
What would
do
you
if
like?
he handed
Okay.
him a-
Do you want to hand it to him for him to throw it?
Depends
I
on
want
if
to
he
hand
does.
it to him.
Okay. So you take it and throw it.
I go,
No.
"What do you-"
Hand it to the guy in the room. I just want to poke it out into the room so it has the same effect as Richard when he lost his lighter.
Okay.
I want
Sure,
to just
okay.
grab it.
So as that happens, and you kind of do your best to kind of like reach in, immediately it gets snapped out of your hands and disappears into the darkness.
Disappears into the darkness. All right. Well, that's all I
Rev
had.
sees these two things happen. He's like, "Guys, stop poking stuff."
The
I know
light that you-
shadows consume it.
Absolutely. The Court of Visions does not accept this.
Okay, after Rev sees these things disappear, he's gonna stop asking his fellows what they're doing and say, "Hello, can you hear me?" Shout out into that room.
Okay. Immediately, as you shout out to the room, you hear a voice that just goes, "Who are you?"
I am Rev. Who are you? Are you a prisoner? Are you hurt?
I have forgotten my name. Are you here to unchain me?
Rev's gonna kind of look. He is gonna gonna look back to his companions this time and say, "Can you hear this?"
Let's not jump the gun on anything here,
sounds
guys.
like a trap.
I'm gonna say yes. I can hear it.
Okay. Rev's a little taken aback. He was not expecting actually there to be a response.
Mm-hmm.
And so after Doc said he could hear it, he says, "Doc, should we help him?"
How many people are in the room? Ask him who's in there with him first, at least.
Is that a question you would like to pose?
I'll ask it then. I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Sure, go ahead.
Who else is in the room with you?
Only the shadows.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a hard pass for me then.
Rev's gonna again say, "Doc, what do you think?"
I want to ask him if he remembers the number 13 and if it means anything to him.
Oh yes, the number after 12.
That is the room that I have been bound in by the Court of Visions.
Rev hears that and says, "Who is the Court of Visions?"
Court of Visions. You hear this. Do you respond?
I'm the Court of Visions, you petulant swine.
Again, a voice from the ether.
Sounds about right.
He is the Court of Visions. You petulant swines.
I want to know how long you've been here, and I want to know that if how you've survived.
I want to know why he's there too.
I am merely bound. I have lost all sense of time. I have no idea how long I have been here. Are you here to unchain me?
Thinking about that one.
We're here to get out. We're here to escape. We want to get out of this labyrinth.
Do you know the way out?
I do not.
Can we tell what species he is, or what if he's human, or?
He just looks like a relatively hunched over hulking figure. You figure that he looks relatively tall, though.
Can I ask him then what he's doing here? Why is he chained up? What happens? Why does the Court of Visions have you chained up?
He merely repeats the exact same thing he says before. He has no idea why he's been here. He has no idea how long he's been bound. I cannot remember my life beyond this room.
Do you remember your name?
No, he doesn't.
I do not. But if you were to unchain me, I can provide you with information about
What information?
one of your friends.
Yes, we do have friends.
Does anyone have night vision, or any type of night vision device?
Rev's eyes actually have different frequencies of light he can look through.
Can you gauge whether there are any walls in this room or another exit?
If you ask
Or the
Rev, he
size
can
of the room.
attempt to go through infrared and the other frequencies that he has. I don't know if it'll work though. So Rev will attempt to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Rev, can you try and get a gauge on this room?
Immediately, Rev, you use night vision. First one, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would do what is that? Is it infrared or that would be
Infrared is heat signatures.
heat signatures? So that would only
Infrared
probably
is
show
just
him.
creating low light.
What's the one? Oh god, there's the different spectrums. There's infrared, there's ultraviolet. Can I check ultraviolet as well?
Okay. When you immediately check ultraviolet upon the figure itself, he seems to be. The best way to put it is he seems to be fluctuating. Almost something he's giving off is like undulating energy. Like he's fading in between worlds of different realities. Like he's there and he's not. But then again, you can see that there seems to be the same energy signal that are just coming from the change and which is binding him.
Rev wants to actually call out Core Divisions. If you are listening, will you stop us if we try to free this man?
No, I will not.
Core Divisions, who is this man? Why is he chained up here?
Oh, this man. I'll be honest, I lost a note that had his name on it.
So do you know why he's here then?
He's here because he chooses to be here. He's one of my fine guests.
Rev, I have a question. Hey, Rev,
Yes.
you notice this cat doesn't know his name. He doesn't know how long he's been here. Maybe it doesn't even know why he's here. Yet, if we unchain him, he's got information on one of our friends. How could he possibly know one of our friends, number one? How could he have any of this information?
Yeah, he doesn't have any information so far.
So good questions. However, Rev is going to kind of tap his right by his eyes and say, I'm getting some sort of signature between him and those chains. I think those chains might be having an effect on him. I don't know if it's containing him. I don't know if it's leeching something from him, but those chains are having some sort of detrimental effect on this guy.
Well,
I want to see if he's real.
we can go undo him if you want.
I want to actually go up and see if he's actually there or if he's like a hologram or something.
If Doc moves in, Rev's going to move with him.
Okay.
I'm going to move in 30 seconds after they move in. I'm just going to wait to see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, I don't need to physically touch him. I can use my razor whip.
Whip this guy who's chained there, huh? Little sadomasochistic, don't you think?
I think his name is Toby.
Poor Toby.
No.
Okay, are you actually walking in, Sarge? I'm sorry, Doc?
I'm going to, yeah.
Rev's going to stay like just a half step behind him, be
Okay.
right up there with him.
Immediately as both of you walk in, you're surrounded by shadows that are moving and darting in between you, around you, into the darkness. And then they start to swirl around the cloaked figure. And then they dissipate the closer you get.
The hell? You see all this?
I see something. I don't know what it is.
Rev, you still got your sword. What?
It's been in my hand the whole time.
I don't have any. I can't think of anything that I can use to just kind of reach out.
Can Rev actually very quietly, kind of with the sword on his shoulder, and say, Callisto, can you hear me?
You don't hear anything from her.
Okay. And Rev, kind of in a quiet voice to Doc, says, I don't know that our soul tech weapons are here in spirit with us or not, but this is very strange.
Can you see those? So he already mentioned the fact that he can see the shadows. He said all he sees are shadows. I want to ask him what they are. What are? Because when he said shadows, I just thought he meant literal shadows, like shadows of himself that are made by the
Right.
light. I didn't realize until that moment. I didn't realize when you. I want to tell him, hey, I see those shadows you're talking about. What are they?
Again, he doesn't lift his head at all. He seems just bound and hunched. He also has like this kind of labored breathing as well. And he just goes, "They will not hurt you. They are just fragmented memories of those who were bound here before me. This place seems eternal. The Court of Visions is eternal. There is no concept of time here. Are you here to unbind me?"
Is that what you want?
He seems to know a lot of stuff for not knowing anything.
Who is our friend? Why do you think you have information on somebody we know? Do we have someone bound here just like you?
If I tell you this information, will you agree to help me?
Rev immediately says, yes.
Who could he be talking? That's under my breath.
Your large,
You.
hairy, wolf-like friend
Holden?
is
Holden?
in room 7.
Holden, room 7. Rev's gonna say Holden, like ask him, do you mean Holden?
Court of Visions, do you pass on this information?
Yes.
The Court of Vision says yes.
Rev's gonna immediately try to mystically reach out, like put his hand towards the chains to see if those have some sort of mystical power that are binding this person.
Okay. Does Volda want to try that as well?
Yeah, sure.
So one of them can do like the legs, one of them do the arms.
I got a
Since
9.
I'm close, I'm going towards the arms that are being held up. That's what I'm kind of.
Okay, so for your guys' mysticals, let's just do 50-50. So odd.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Okay, so go ahead, Rev.
Okay. I got a 10.
Okay. Voldo, you get the sense that it's something mystical, but it's not like extremely anything that's like powerful. It's nothing that you've run into before that you think to yourself, wow, that's really, really strong. It's almost low level for something as you, and you know that Rev is obviously stronger in it, so it would be relatively nothing for him.
Okay. And Rev can feel it too with his.
Rev did not roll.
No, Rev failed to sense what it is.
I'll relay that information to him and just kind of let him know. I mean, it feels like a low level magic, or at least low application magic.
Right.
Okay.
It's Starfire infused, but it's just like on its bare minimum.
All right. Rev's going to tell this man, I would like to free you. Do you know how I can free you from these chains?
Yes. You must answer 4 questions. It is the rules of the Court of Visions. In order for me to be released.
What kind of questions?
Court of Visions. You're up. as the Court of Visions pops back in, he is going to present you the questions created by the Court of Visions himself. The only thing that can unlock the chains of the said cloak figure before you. Whenever you're ready, Court of Visions, you may proceed.
May I say something?
Absolutely.
One more thing. I want to ask this guy. I just got to know, how did you know that he was our friend? How did you know anybody that we knew was here? How did you know this?
You are residents now like us. We are all bound by the Court of Visions. One
So
way
is it,
or another.
so either he told you, or one of these shadows spinning around is some sort of memory that may have come from our friend. Is that what you're saying?
He barely doesn't say anything this time.
Do need to ask you a question, Scott.
Yes, sir?
What's the best way for me to PM you during this session?
Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. I don't have anything up. Unless I see that you've been sending me stuff, but I don't have a pop-up on this in order to capture my Discord here, so.
Okay. This will about sum up this bit, but room 13. I don't have your questions.
Okay. Don't worry, because Arthur does. Question number 1. Who is Saldaria's greatest hero?
All right. Well, is this an open book test? Because that's Rev's gonna start searching his memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have a feeling that this answer is someone that we might despise.
We might despise.
Have you answered yet? It's so obvious.
Immediately, that's what you hear from the Court of Visions.
Isn't it obvious? Soldaria, the entire planet's greatest hero.
It's
Rev looks over at the dock.
friend.
Do you think this is somebody who's Saldaran or somebody who has come onto the planet?
I think it's a visitor. I think it's
You don't think it's Marvis Falcorn, do you?
I do.
Rev's gonna look up and say, Marvis Falcorn, the Bandit King.
Court of Visions?
You tell him. Just does the voice does not sound impressed.
The Court of Visions is not impressed with your answer. Strike one.
Rev's like, honestly, neither am I.
Yeah.
It's so obvious who it is.
It's the Court of Visions.
Mm-hmm.
Saldaria's
Obvious.
greatest hero.
Otis Dirtbanger. Rev just
Excellent.
Oh.
Correct answer.
is that really
All right.
I
Well
didn't think it was
done.
an actual good guy.
The champion.
The only
Rev, even as he says
true champion. Exactly, Court of Visions?
even as he says it, Rev is like not believing his own mouth that he just says that out loud.
Has
Question
anybody seen him fight?
Question number 2. Are you ready?
Rev shakes his head. Sure.
Name one of Saldaria's greatest minds, only or almost equal to that of the Great Court of Visions.
Greatest mind.
It would be Doc.
Rev looks at the doc. He's like,
So he says.
Is that
Rev
your
is
answer?
actually convinced. Dr. Ace Mars.
Correct. Well done. 2 out of 2.
Otis Dirtbanger is the right answer for now. Chat says Otis is the answer to every question. Okay, sorry.
Third question. What goes up but never comes down?
Voldo's humble attitude.
Hey.
Strike 2.
Well, what happened to our old ship? Did we have a ship that died before we were able to land? I don't know.
The Rev Jet?
Yeah, did that? I can't remember what happened
Is
to
that
the original.
it's still going up.
Sadly,
Exactly.
sadly, Rev remembers how many times it's crashed. He can't possibly think that the Rev Jet is the right answer.
True.
Goes up, never comes down.
What about you, Sarge? What goes up but never comes down? You're an oldie.
Sobriety. um.
These are simple questions, gentlemen. Court of Visions. Shall we give them a hint?
Well, I could say that there is no concept of this in this room, unless you prefer your hint.
Excellent.
Yes. Wait, was that the hint? What was it?
There's no concept of it in this room.
That was okay.
You can always. There's always the help of the lost, the floating ether of spirits, aka chat. That if you need their help, that can help you out as well.
Yeah. Yeah, where's pie saves? I know it's not a roll, but
Oh gosh, is the answer our age?
Well
oh my
done.
god.
Correct answer number 3. Excellent. Wow, Rev, you're quite smart.
I'm connected to
I was
some
thinking time. I was going to
mystical-
say time, but I don't know if time necessarily goes up.
And lastly, the last question. What can you fill a room with but takes up no space?
Oh, I can think of a couple things.
Yeah.
But Rev's gonna say light.
Well
That's a good
done, Rev.
Yeah.
4 perfectly answered
Solid.
questions.
No strikes at all.
What do you think, Court of Visions? He did quite well.
You did quite well in the end, yes.
Excellent. Truly one of the best friends of the great hero himself, Otis Dirtbanger.
Rev's like, did you know Otis?
Everyone knows Otis. He's the
Okay.
greatest hero of all Soldaria.
Interesting.
Yeah. More of a
Never
pyro
really
in my book, but he was a good friend.
As this happens, the chains come unbound of the cloaked figure, and he falls down to the ground. His hands immediately climb up to you, Rev. And he opens up his hand. And immediately, in his almost lifeless, clammy hands that are just like any muscle that was there is completely gone at this point. He's sunken. Materializes a silver key.
Rev's gonna take the key and look to see if there's any numbers or anything on it.
There's a number printed on it. The number 7.
Wasn't that the one you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Rev wants to say, my friend, now that your chains are broken, can you tell us who you are?
Immediately, light begins to emanate from him and almost inside him. And it slowly begins to light up the room itself. And as you look around, you can see the room is probably only about 20 feet by 20 feet. And you see this cloaked figure before you, and he starts to try to get up on his, at least on his knees, to kind of take a look at you. And as he does, he pulls back his hood, and what you see is the sunken, olden face of Skag. Skag, if he was 70 years down the road from the last time you ever saw him.
Wow.
Rev's gonna take a step back and say, I saw your severed head.
He merely looks at you and he just goes, "Thank you, Rev." He nods and he fades away.
Oh. Nice.
Rev wants to actually take the key and hand it to the doc.
Okay. Talk now holds key number 7. This key is completely silver.
Once this room is lit up and we look around, is there anything else in it, or is it completely empty?
It's completely empty.
Are
And
there
I
any
still have the
doors?
original.
Nope.
I still have the original number 2 key also, right?
Yeah, you should, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have it.
Let me see though. Let me see if there's any other doors. Yes, actually there are 2 other doors
Oh.
that are, if you would have gone straight in, they are off to the right hand corner side.
So there's 2 doors on the right-hand side
Yeah.
of this room?
Of the room? Okay.
Right. One on the right hand side wall, and then one on the right hand corner bottom wall.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So right-hand corner bottom would be kind of on the same wall that the door that we came
Yeah,
in.
bottom
Yes.
right hand side.
Correct.
Bottom, yeah.
Okay. 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 Do either of these doors have numbers above them at all?
They do not.
Okay.
Immediately, Arthur kicks back in. Just goes,
And
"I'm quite impressed. You freed a friend."
freedom from what?
And whose friend is Skag?
Oh, he's not anyone's friend? How sad.
Where was the other door you said? So there's one to the right back, and then there's another one.
On the right wall itself, I believe.
Right wall and then bottom wall on the right.
Yeah.
We
Immediately,
go back.
Arthur kicks back in, just goes, "Court of Visions."
Yes.
How do you feel about these fine residents? I think they'll work out quite nicely.
Oh, very nicely. I'm particularly fond of fine friend Rev here, shown his more than just a warrior.
Quite the brain on that one.
Yes, he's surprised me already. We'll be glad to add him to our...
I agree.
Right.
He will make a great trophy.
Rev is getting more and more uncomfortable as he's hearing this conversation above his head.
Yeah, at what point do we start to freak out?
Yeah. Can Rev turn to the doc and say, are you hearing what I'm hearing?
I am. I don't like what I hear. Are we going to backtrack, guys, or are we going to try and go through one of these doors? Because we already saw a door number 10.
I think we need to
And
find
it
door
seems
number
like-
7.
It seems like they escalate from where we came from, and maybe they go down, going back. Even
Well, I
though,
mean, we went from door 10 to door 13 with no doors in between. So, I mean, they might.
well,
just
when
be-
we go back, let's.
Yeah,
each
there's that
have-
extra hallway.
See if there's any secret passages or any way.
Pi, do me a favor and roll a d4 for me, please.
Of course. A 4.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sounds like an evil laugh. That's definitely an evil laugh.
I had to mess up on my map somewhere because I don't know where that other hallway is.
Gentlemen,
It's right
Each-
before we hit door 10.
each one of you, now that you've
Oh, yeah.
you've freed the cloaked figure, starts to really feel that their mind immediately is starting to get cloudier.
I knew this was a bad idea.
You start to feel more nervous, more on edge, even a sense of slight paranoia now. You feel as if you could use a good sleep.
You guys feel tired?
Rev just yawned.
I'd like,
All right, guys,
I'd like
this
each
was
one of you
bad.
to roll just a simple knowledge or intellect roll.
What's your intellect?
And we're just going to roll it at standard. So just a 50-50, odd always, a success.
5.
Oh,
Seven.
okay.
Double 7.
Sarge?
1.
Oh. You immediately each feel like your memories of what you've just done and where you've just been begin to fade. But immediately you snap out of it and you hold on to those memories. They become clouded for a brief moment.
Okay, guys, we gotta do something. We gotta get out of here or something. Did anybody else just almost lose everything?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something
it started
going
feeling
on.
interesting.
I don't trust this Visions guy.
Immediately when you hear that from the visions, Court of Visions pops up, and it's just he's not happy with you at all. What do you tell Voldo, the mouthy one, Court of Visions? This is your place. This is your home. The fine residents here are all happy. They love to be here. You're a merciful and
Stockholm
benevolent
Syndrome.
leader.
I believe that's called Stockholm Syndrome.
What's Stockholm?
Oh, it's just the name of a syndrome.
Yes, Voldo, please refrain from such rude behavior in my fine residence.
Could you possibly refrain from wiping our memories, if in that case?
I'm just removing the pain of your past and giving you a fine future. My gift,
I kind of like my past.
my
Well,
gift
I mean,
is benevolence.
I don't feel like making it this far in the maze was painful. I don't want to forget that.
There is not really much to forget so far.
Well, not for lack of trying. Let me just say I'm iffy about your motives right now.
Rev looks around. Yeah, in a crazy, creepy labyrinth.
Yeah.
I think I might be the same way, just a tad.
No offense, of course. Just,
Gentlemen,
know.
what would you like to do?
do we want to go
What
back
did
to
it,
the other hallway, or
Yeah, Rev let us hear. Rev's gonna follow the Doc since Doc had an idea about going back. He's on board with that.
Okay.
all right? Let's start heading back then.
Well, mental note of the 2 doors in it past door 13.
Yeah.
That we have 2 more doors we
Right.
can explore there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we got the door in the hallway. So let's head back.
So Doc, do you want to head back to the door number 10, or do you want to go to that hallway we skipped earlier?
I'm thinking the hallway we skipped, just to see if we could find because if we didn't see anything between 10 and 13, maybe it's possible there's nothing between 10 and 7. Maybe for some reason it skips 2. Or maybe we can drag our hands across, walking back on either side and gives at any point.
Well, I mean, walking back, it's a straight shot. Until we get to the hallway, there's nowhere we can turn wrong.
You know why? Because I saw the movie Labyrinth,
Yeah.
and there was a passage that you couldn't see, but you could walk through it.
Okay.
Maybe we have one of those going.
So do we want to start walking back now?
Do it.
Yeah, let's do it. And
okay.
if Doc is the one who wants to, I think you should trail your arm along
Yeah,
the
touch
wall.
the wall. Good call.
Shoot, I think it's narrow enough to do both. Walk like Freddy Krueger. Scrape my nails across the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna head back towards that hallway that was right near the entrance that we skipped earlier.
Okay. So as you make your way back and you go back down the long hall, you will notice that right before the turn, the right, which at this point would be a right turn, there is another right turn before the starting point where you guys came in.
Oh,
So,
we
like-
didn't go back to the starting point though. We went back to. We wanted to go down that same hall that ended with door number 10.
Oh, okay.
and
I'm
check
so
out
sorry.
that-
Okay.
And check out that hallway that we missed, that we walked by.
Yeah,
Remember when we didn't notice it at first?
that's what I'm telling you. It's
So
it's
this-
beyond the corridor that takes you to 10.
So
It's almost back to
beyond-
the beginning.
So you say a new hallway has opened up. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it
It
was
looks-
there. It was there. I
Missed
didn't see it on
Okay,
the
got
map. Yeah.
Okay. And that's right when we walk into the door. There's that left down the hallway. Is it right down the hallway as well now?
Okay.
Or is
So the
it
best way to
off?
take a look at it is initially from the start, from where you
Mhm.
were, you would have made the left. Then you would go 5
then-
feet and you would make another left instead of
Right.
going
Yeah.
farther
Right.
down to make a left to get you to 10.
And so there's the new
No,
hallway.
no,
that we're-
because that first one, that first left dead ended at the door. I thought.
No, there's
There
was
what
another-
I'm saying, guys, is there is a left before that.
I wonder if I
Right,
can show
exactly.
if I can show a map here. This is
the
10. This is
Right,
the
that's
hallway
ex-
that we skipped.
Yes,
This
just
is
like
the hallway
that.
we're
That's
going
correct.
down.
Yep.
So are there any new hallways?
Oh no, okay. Well, when you said it first time, I thought you said that once we made that first left, that there was an immediate left. I thought that's what you meant. You're saying there's immediate left before we even got to that first one.
Yes.
That's what his map
Yeah.
says. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait,
Yeah. So when you first said it, you said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you there," and I thought you meant after we already.
No. Sorry about that. Yeah.
All right.
The first time Shogi described this, he missed out. He just forgot about this corridor.
Yeah.
Just-
My
Okay,
mic was
perfect.
in the way when I was looking at the thing.
All right. So that one we just know it's a. We just. So,
I did not-
so when we went back, we passed the turn that took us to door number 10. It was just a straight shot to the door, and now we're going, and it would be a right then. thinking right now.
Yeah, if you go back,
Right.
if you're going
Yeah,
backwards,
Coming
you guys are
backwards,
right.
we
Yeah.
go right down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry, Scott, I would like to mention for you, I am aware of my abilities
hmm
and what I can do.
Whenever you
Right
want
now, much observing.
to. Okay.
I don't
That's
like that.
relatively
I don't like
correct.
that one bit.
That's
Yeah.
relatively correct.
Close-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got. Pretty much the same.
Okay, so if you make a right into there, you can see that it probably goes about 10 feet, and then it turns left.
Okay. Turns left.
Okay, probably goes about 10 feet, and then it turns left again.
Okay, so I never really got the answer. Is that a new hallway?
Yes.
That
No.
Okay.
Yes, it is,
so-
Shane. Because you never went down it.
Okay.
Well, it's a new hallway we're going down, but I think he did it to here, and it didn't. It's just when we skipped.
Yes.
So yes, it's it. Okay, yeah, it's a new hallway that we.
Yeah.
It was always there. It just he forgot to tell us about.
Yeah.
So it's not a new hallway.
It's not a brand new one. I think I know.
Okay.
what Yeah.
That's the only question
It
I
It
asked.
didn't magically appear.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then it takes you to a left. Do you continue to go down?
Yeah, if there's no doors, I think we would continue
Okay.
exploring.
You probably go about 10 feet, and then you make a right.
So we're skipping the door and we're going to the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
You tell me if you're going to continue.
So we made a right. We went down the hall. We made a left.
You made another left, and then you made
Another
a right.
left, and now we're making a right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Probably goes about
Continue.
30 feet, and then it makes another right.
Oh man, somebody else might want to do this. I'm getting so confused with.
It's okay. You got two
That's
other
all right.
guys doing it. You got two. You guys got two other guys.
I think I'm following it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're heading south at this point.
Yeah. So we went.
That's
down
what I
the new-
got.
We took a left at the new hallway, and then we take a right down 30 feet.
Well, when we first arrived to the new hallway, we made a right.
Okay. We have two guys who seem to be on it. So Mike, they could definitely tell you what it is after. Because these guys got it. So if you go down, what was the last thing I told you?
to
Turn
make- to
right.
make a right.
Okay.
Yeah, after that.
You
and
go
we're going
about
south
5
on the map.
feet, and you make a right.
Okay. Circling in ourselves here.
Okay. You go about 5 feet, and you make a left.
Okay.
And now that you see that, about 10 feet in front of you are two things. One straight on is a door,
Uh-huh.
and right next to the door, there is another corridor that goes to the right.
Okay. Does this door have a number on it, above it?
Yes, it does. It has 2,
The number 2?
correct? And you can actually see that this is a reinforced door, and you can actually see that it has a glass hole. So you can see inside without having to unlock it.
Just to be clear, there's no way to make a left. It's either a right or a door.
Right or the door, correct.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Rev's gonna look at the dock, go, did you have a key with a 2 on it?
I do. I want to look inside that glass first, though, and see what I can see.
Okay, do you guys all want to look into the side of the glass?
Rev's gonna peer down the hallway as they're looking into the door.
Okay. Do you want to take a look into the glass, Voldo?
Yeah, sure. At this point, I'm just following them.
Yeah.
Well, check this out.
You and Voldo look inside, and what you see is a sleeping Hanamo.
Hannibal.
That's that,
Hanimo is
that's
the
that-
child? Was he the
It's-
kid?
yeah,
that was...
he's the kid.
with that big monkey guy or whatever that.
Yeah,
Or that.
the big robot guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the big robot that
yeah.
followed him around. Okay.
What is that? That's that kid from the jungle with that big freaking robot.
When he says that, Rev's gonna take a look too and see, is Zosa with him? Was Zosa the name of his
Yep.
robot?
Zosa is not
Okay.
with him.
Okay.
What is he? So what is it? Does he have the
For-
same chains, or is he just like laying there?
Yeah,
or what?
for Voldo and for the doc. As you peer in, you see number one on the door itself. There's a keyhole. 2, there seems to be some kind of data-coded locked panel that requires a 4-digit code to unlock it as well. When you look inside, you see Hanamo, who seems to be asleep, but he seems to be uncomfortably stirring slightly, almost with an agonized pain look on himself, as if he was almost dealing with nightmares. As you notice that, 2 lost ones materialize right next to him. And they're both, with their outstretched fingers, touching the sides of his temples. And you can see that there's some kind of energy coming off of it. Some sort of evidence of metaphysical connection that they're having with the young child. And you can assume the connection is probably the very thing that's causing him to stir. Among closer inspections, you see immediately for Voldo and for the Sarge that both of them look eerily like Rev, and one looks like the Sarge. They both immediately snap their heads as they see you peering through, and they give you a scowl look. You immediately hear a voice that just goes, "He belongs to the Court of Visions. He belongs to the dreams. He will make a fine new resident."
They're talking about Hanamo.
That is correct.
Rev wants to say, if this is what a new resident looks like, I don't want any part of that.
It looks to me like he already is a resident. Seems like they're prepping him for something. What do you think they were trying to do with their hands, their fingers?
Looks like they're... I
Maybe
don't know if
they're
those
taking their-
shadows in the other room are memories. I wonder if they're taking his memories or feeding off them or something.
They're either taking or giving.
Voldo. You hear, you're muted. You hear softly in your ear, "Voldo, it's me, Danny. Can you hear me? I don't know if I can. Can you hear me?"
Yes, I can hear something. I've gone through a lot of weird stuff in this place already, so how can I trust that this is you?
She looks at you and she just goes,
Oh wait, she's a person? Oh, okay.
"No, well, I'm sorry. She's in.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just in your ear. Sorry." She goes, I don't know how you can trust me, but you once stood up for me, or you stood up for somebody, and you slapped the doc in the middle of
Just
town,
has to watch that.
in the middle of town, and you became a great hero.
All
Who
right.
the hell are you talking to, Waldo?
Don't ever forget that. No matter what happens, my love, you're always a hero in Brimlow.
Oh, I know. Thank you. I love you too.
Rev, are you watching this? What the hell? Who are you talking to, Waldo?
Immediately, she goes back and she goes, "This place. I don't know how long I can stay before he finds me."
Where are you?
She goes, "I'm like here and there. I don't know. But Hanamo is dreaming. And I told you, remember? Don't dream here." or you'll forever be lost in the dreams. That's how you become residents.
And that, do you know who the visions guy,
Arthur.
Alpha? Yeah. Do you know?
Yes.
The corrupt.
Arthur.
Yes,
Arthur.
good sir.
Stop it. Stop it.
I will absolutely. Cutting off connection now. Voldo,
Yeah.
Voldo, they found me. They found me. I gotta keep.
I'll find you, baby.
And it just stops.
Apologies about that, gentlemen.
Yeah. Apologies that you purposefully cut off the one person who could tell us what's going on and the one person who was warning me about this place. I'm going to explain to everybody else here. Danny was just about to tell me what's going on in this place, and she warned me not to go to sleep. And right when that happened, this guy here starts cutting in and cuts our conversation off. If I couldn't trust him before, there's no chance I'll ever trust him now.
Forgive
What do you
us.
mean, don't go
She's
to
an
sleep?
anomaly. She had to be
calling my
erased.
wife an anomaly? You're just going to go ahead and drop anomaly about a random person? You seem like a horrible person. Why was that guy really chained up in that other room?
The Court of Visions already explained this to you.
Court of Visions lied to us about everything so far.
Court of Visions does not lie.
Yes, he does.
He's a merciful protector of all things.
That's not at all. That's what he brainwashed you into thinking. Try to think about your past. Can you remember how you grew up? Can you remember your parents? Can you remember how you got here?
The Court of Visions is my parents.
I'm just going to look at everybody else in the room.
Boldo. Boldo.
Yeah.
Boldo, what did she say exactly? Did she tell you anything? What do you mean don't go to sleep? Why?
She told me that when you go to sleep, you lose yourself here, and that's how you become a resident, which is what Court of Visions called us earlier once we almost passed out because of his magic.
Did she say anything about Hanimo?
Yeah, she said yes. She said Hanimo already fell asleep and is dreaming. At least she said he already fell asleep. But yeah.
Yeah, she pretty much said
That's
that he's
why-
already lost in dreams. Is what she
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
Lost in
he's already
dreams.
dreaming. That's the reason she reached out to me, was so that she could warn us of this Council of Visions guy. And as soon as she started to warn me, he cut it off. We cannot trust this guy at all. He's obviously trying to play us.
Is Hanimo dreaming?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
So we
He's
can't
already
dream.
locked himself to the dreams.
Then we got to figure our way out. Do we try to help Panamo, or do we leave him here as we try to find how to get out of this place?
I don't know. I was trying to ask her if there's anything we can do now, but that's when he cut us off. I don't know if we have a possibility of saving Hanimo, but at this point, I don't want to leave anybody behind with Council of Visions.
That is Court of Visions to you.
I'm sorry, what was that? I don't speak liar.
He did cut out a little bit. I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, you cut out
You
just a
actually
small part there. Probably.
Sorry, it worked out quite well, actually.
Yeah, it actually did. What was it that you actually said to him?
That is the Court of Visions to you.
Oh, yes, please. And Arthur kicks it. That is correct. You are to address him as the Court of Visions. There is no
What is that
council
called?
here.
Oh, Council, there we go. All right, Council member. Vision.
The sass in
So-
this guy.
Sass. So, Doc, do you think there's a way through this door?
I do. I just don't know if we should go there just yet. who's to say that if we help him, he doesn't disappear like the other guy? I mean, we might
True,
be able
but
to get some
they're-
information out of him.
The longer he dreams, I feel like the worse he gets.
And didn't he have a buddy outside?
That was Zosa.
So,
he has his-
Yeah.
his
Well, I
robot.
got a key with the number 2 on it. I can only imagine what the code is. It's a keypad.
Yeah. That requires a 4-digit code.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to start looking for clues or something.
You want to use some hacking ability or something?
Yeah, if you guys can hack into that, actually, just see what you can do.
Try if hacking works in this world.
Yeah, I actually forgave my hacking ability.
Oh, I don't count.
Well,
Do you have anything, Sarge?
I thought I did, but I
You
don't.
don't have it? Okay. Rev?
no, Rev does not have
No.
hacking.
Okay,
at all.
so Mike, Voldo has hacking, right? So I would say
Are there any letters of any of the?
no. It's a just a 4-digit code. It's numerical in values.
I'm just saying, how many keys are there? How many buttons? How many? Is it just 4
Like
buttons?
like 0 through 9.
Are there any letters associated with
No.
each number? That
Not on this one.
Voldo, you're muted if you're trying
muted,
to tell
Mike.
us something. Mike, yeah.
There we go. I'm just waiting to do. Should I roll the dice or?
Yes, you're gonna do. You know what? Just roll it in general.
Okay, I just got a 19.
Well, it's always a
No,
D12,
16.
please. It's always a
16.
D12. Always a D12,
There
please.
we go. 9.
Okay. Court of Visions. What do we do to unwanted hackers?
We shall.
A good
Yeah,
shocking, maybe?
Yes, we'll do that.
Okay, excellent. Let's do a good shocking. First person to roll the big dice. Oh, excellent, and I hit.
In response, I'm going to do my advanced dodge.
Okay. Attempt to go ahead and do it, please.
All right, I got 2 even, 0 damage.
0 damage? Immediately as you go down and you start to hack away, you can feel some kind of energy surging that is being built up inside the terminal itself. And before it just explodes in electricity outwards, you just snap your hands back and you just kind of see the thing just shoot off just electrical sparks.
Well
Oh.
done. Well done.
5 guesses who that was, guys.
That was us.
Rev's like, I don't think you should try to hack unless you like electroshock therapy.
Yeah.
I was kind of looking forward to it, but apparently he just can't hit me. He tried.
Oh.
I'm digging myself such a big hole.
Yeah, Rev like takes a step away from Voldo in case another shock appears.
You just hear from Arthur. Noted.
Did you guys manage to hit my wife when you kidnapped her? Oh.
We will deal with the anomaly soon enough.
Anomaly. Once again, an anomaly.
Okay, I'm gonna try 1, 2, 3, and 7.
1, 2, 3, and 7.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't open up anything. It just bang.
I want to try the
I like-
Spaceballs. 1, 2,
2.
3, 4, 5. Just go up. Sounds like some jerk's luggage combination.
It immediately just bang.
Scott,
Yes.
I would like to introduce a small turret from the roof, like a
Absolutely.
just like a little coil, really,
Mm-hmm.
really like a little. Think of the word. Pole,
Sure.
antenna, and attempt to shock Voldo again.
Absolutely. If you like to, please, good sir, roll a d6, 5 or 6 to hit. Can Mike advance dodge again? Okay, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna advance dodge again.
Rolled a 6 again.
You rolled a 6, that's full power. Go ahead and try to advance dodge.
2 again.
And he... Exactly how does Voldo dodge this?
He's gonna moon him and just take 1 step to the left.
Okay.
That's the weirdest dodge I've ever heard of.
He's so fast that he could drop his pants, yet he's completely like. Aren't you wrapped up in like leather straps?
Yeah, I just unstrapped the butt.
Oh, okay.
Just a quick little.
There's a little zipper there, I guess.
Yeah, the whole thing comes off pretty quick.
Okay, so he drops trow for a quick second, and then just takes a side shot, dash off to the side. Would you like to attempt to try to hit him again?
No.
Are you impressed, sir? He's quite limber.
He is rather.
He might make a fine resident as well.
He will.
At least I'm not an
Excellent.
anomaly.
Yeah, it's right, exactly, Kira. I mean, it could be like the Prince ashless chaps for all we know. That it's just like a little cover, and then he just rips off the cover, and then it's there, and then he just puts the cover back on. That's how he uses the
Danny
bathroom.
made him for me.
Exactly.
Danny
There you
made
go.
him for me, so.
Rev wants to walk up to Voldo and slap him upside the head and say, "Stop instigating. We got to find our way out of here, not get ourselves shocked while pulling our pants down."
I was just trying to find my way out when he attacked me again.
Focus, Voldo. Come on, we got to focus. Doc, what do we do? Do we move down? Because I don't think we're getting through this door unless you got any other code stuck in your head.
I'm still just kind of like, what the hell just happened? I just saw Voldo somehow show himself and then jump out of the way.
Yes,
It
this is
sounds
what
like
he did.
it's turning into a fun house here. Well, I think we've
Pilates.
I think we just witnessed the fact that this cat has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. So I'm happy to allow Voldo to be the target of all of his angst.
I resent that notion, sir. But I will take it back, since you are one of Saldario's greatest minds.
Thank you. Anyone have any clue what this 4-digit code is?
Rev says, I got nothing. These keys got numbers on them, but we have no idea if they are probably for doors, and we probably have to find this code somewhere else.
I want to try and see if my key will at least turn, since it does have the number 2.
The key slides in perfectly.
Can I turn it either way?
You can turn it to the right, and you can feel the tumblers give.
Well, it looks like we got one part of the equation.
Is that all it needs?
I don't know. Let's try it.
The door
Grab the
does not.
handle.
The door does not unlock.
Okay.
Immediately as you pull, the panel lights up red.
Okay.
4-digit code needed. 4-digit code needed.
Never mind. How many keys do we have total with numbers on them? It's just 1 through 4?
We have 2, 3, and 7 right now, I think.
2, 3, 7 that are numbered, yeah.
And then an exit
Okay, never
key.
mind.
That's all.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to. We don't have enough information to get through this door.
Could I do a check to see if the door appears like soundproofed or not?
Sure. Go ahead and just give me an examination. For you to do the soundproofs, we'll just do 50-50. So standard.
Oh, okay.
Odd is successful for you.
I got a 5.
Okay. Yes, you very much get the sense that it's vacuumed, sealed in, probably soundproof. For you to try to call in, would probably no one would be able to hear you. And you also get the sense that this is really thick, reinforced steel door.
Okay.
I say
I guess
we
firing my AP cannon's not gonna work, like up at the ceiling to like get Hanamo's attention.
Probably not. No. It's safe to say that you don't want to waste your bullets on something that you don't think is going to get his attention. But
You know what? I'm going to use my. I'm going to use Larian's silver feather,
okay.
and I'm going to levitate for 3 seconds, and I'm going to go as high as I can to see if I. Because you said there's no ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to see if I can peer. I can peer.
You can levitate for
I
3
can
seconds,
fly.
or you could fly for 5.
Okay, I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly for 5 seconds, and I'm going to see if I can see over the door, see if there's any way over.
Okay.
And I'm just going to twist around and just look around
Sure.
in general.
Okay. So you grab Larian's silver feather, and you kind of float, essentially, as the best you can, and you can see that anything that looks maybe roomish is, for lack of a better word, covered. But the corridors themselves necessarily are open.
I want to take a swift look around to see if I can gauge kind of the size of this.
Yeah,
crazy
it's
cave.
extremely large.
And there's nothing I can see like levitating above it or anything.
No.
At least
Other than you can see some of the lost spirits kind of floating up and down, but they materialize in and out of the walls below.
well, there's no way in above, guys.
Immediately, you hear Arthur. Court of Visions, may I ask a request for you?
Of course.
We have one flying. I think we should clip his wings.
Agreed.
5 seconds are up. I'm not flying anymore.
I cannot allow you to recollect this information.
Fire away, good sir. Roll a d6, Spy.
1.
We merely fired a warning shot. Please,
What the fuck was that?
stay on the ground. This is a no-fly zone.
This is a no-fly zone.
Absolutely
Oh,
a
gotcha.
no-fly zone.
Okay, understood. This right here.
Absolutely.
All right, Roger. What the hell would you shoot me with? What was that?
The same cannon that we try to shoot Voldo with.
If you like, a blade of light shot by you.
Yep. Just a blade of just pure light energy. Gentlemen,
All right, well, guys.
you're standing in front of a door that you can't seem to open.
Yeah.
Rev, you are looking down it's kind of a small little extra corridor here.
Yeah.
You have 1 key that opens up a door 2, 10 that is completely unlocked, and you hold a key that is 7, correct?
Yes, and an exit key. Yeah.
And the exit key. Thank you so much.
I think there's also a 3 key. that we
Oh, Mike has a 3 key. That is
have.
correct.
Yeah, Mike has a 3 key.
Okay. You can continue to go down the corridor that you were looking down, or you can go backwards. What would you guys like to do?
I think we should continue down this corridor.
Wait, how many keys do you have, Rev?
I have none. Voldo has a key that says 3,
Sarge has exit key. I have.
and you have 2
key
and
that
7.
says- All right.
All right. So you continue down, and this corridor goes probably about 5-6 feet and turns right.
Okay.
You go
May
about.
I
Go ahead.
Here.
Absolutely.
I say I've been keen on games. There is something additional in this corridor.
Excellent. Court of Visions. What do you have in store for our fine residents?
There is a small side table, and upon the table there is a small red pill and a blue pill. There is also a pot of tea and
Of course.
the tea is still steaming hot.
It's the finest tea in all of Saldaria.
What is
You're
the
muted,
finest
Mike.
tea in all of
You're muted.
Saldaria?
You're muted. Yeah.
I just want to remind everybody right now that they are actively trying to make us fall asleep so they can remove all of our memories. Just wanted to remind everybody.
But it's just tea, and it is
Just
And for the sake of it, you asked what kind of tea it was. It's Saldaria Gold.
Yes.
Saldaria Gold.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Don't drink any.
Burger's good. Got a good one. Cambaran Gold.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yep. Excellent. Cambaran Gold.
Okay. Rev's gonna look at the
So-
doc. Doc is the one who he's like asking, "Do you know something about tea?"
So we can't pass until we figure this out, or
It's
we
merely
can't
there.
proceed? It's merely there. Ooh. White Rabbit starts to play in my head. I just got this memory of an old song from younger. I ain't touching this stuff. Sarge. Want some tea?
Actually, I probably should try because I have the filtering device.
Very good point.
I don't know if I should try the red pill, the blue pill, or the tea.
Well, the tea is there for you to be able to take down the red or blue pill. They're quite large. They're like horse pills. Maybe a
wonder
little
if I
smaller
have-
than horse pills.
You sure you swallow them?
Yeah. But we provided tea.
I wonder if I can do. I can kind of check on this.
Anyone?
Rev's looking at it and he's like, just kind of shaking his head.
If you could, Pi, roll another d4.
Three.
Right? As you each stand there looking at the small table of the 2 pills and the tea, again, I would like for each of you to roll mystical.
Okay.
If you don't have mystical, then roll it at extreme. If you do, roll it at standard.
Got a 1, but I have it.
Okay.
All right. Standard
I
is
got a
6
1.
to 12. Okay.
Sarge?
Oh yeah, I got a 1 also.
Rev rolled a 9. I rolled a 9.
Okay. Rev and Voldo. Again, the same clouded feeling starts to swirl in your head, very much like it did in the room with the shadowy man. But you felt this way before, and you initially feel it's a foreign feeling. Maybe something that is trying to force its way in. And you shield and you protect your mind as it starts to grow cloudy. For the doc and for the Sarge, you cannot remember the last thing that you've just done. You cannot remember the rooms that you have just been in.
Oh no.
And you cannot remember at this point why you're even standing in front of this table at this junction. You are starting to feel worn and unhinged. And at this point, you're extremely worried about losing your mind.
Do we notice this change in them after we fought off whatever just happened to us?
The Sarge has a very blank look and stare, almost a look of confusion upon him. He recognizes who you are, he just doesn't know why or how you got here. And you can see that his eyes are starting to droop.
Rev wants to slap him on the face a couple times. Hey, stay with us, Sarge. Hey, look alive, soldier.
The Sarge looks like he got the MIB thing, like, flashed in his face.
Yes, pretty much.
So I feel like my head's not all here. And he just kind of falls back asleep.
You don't exactly fall asleep,
Or not,
but
yeah.
you're getting the sense that you're starting to fade a little bit. But he slaps you, and you kind of focus up as much as you can. But you're definitely in a sense of confusion. The doc
I wonder if protein juice
seems relatively unaffected.
What the hell's wrong with this guy? What, Sarge? Sarge, wake up.
So is Sarge the only one right now on the verge of passing out?
At this point, yes.
Okay.
What's going on here? What? You guys feel okay? Rev, Faldo, you all right?
I'm good. I feel what I felt earlier. I think this place is assaulting us. I think we need to keep an eye on the Sarge.
You know, I still have a healing water. I don't know if that would help in this situation. I don't know if it gets rid of status effects or whatever. If you guys want, we could try keeping him a healing water.
You could most surely attempt to.
I feel like that would do nothing, though. This is probably some magical special stuff. Never mind.
Yeah, I think we should keep moving, but somebody keep an eye and arm on Sarge.
Okay, who's watching the sergeant?
I was gonna say we should probably sandwich him in the middle of us if we start.
The sergeant's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys do anything in regards to the table?
Rev's not touching it.
I want to. Hey, you guys think we should give him one of these pills? Maybe he'll snap out of it.
Oh,
Sarge.
Maybe, but
Sarge, what color you like more, red or blue?
I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on the record right now. I think giving anybody a pill is a bad idea, but
Rev's gonna say, Court of Visions. What kind of tea is your favorite?
Mm.
Oh, my favorite tea is presented before you. Tambarian Gold.
Why is it your favorite tea?
It is a delightful blend of 3 fine tea leaves.
Do you offer it to all your guests?
Of course.
does it help with erasing the memory?
It is just tea.
Of course, just tea.
Well, it is the finest tea. All I'm offering you here is the truth.
Yes.
I don't know if you're
All we're
expecting
offering you is tea
that.
and the truth.
You mean truth tea? Guys, maybe this is some sick, twisted trick to give us the solution and basically create doubt to where we don't think it is and basically screw ourselves. What do you think, Sarge?
Sarge kind of snaps, like he wakes up, he gets a little more cognizant, and he just says like, where am I? Like, what's happening?
He's not doing too well, is he?
Now he's mocking us.
I don't know, Sarge, but you don't seem like you're doing too well. This place is going to start messing with all of us. Do you like tea? Do you want some tea? You want to try this tea to see if it gets you better? What do you guys think?
I would have some tea.
If he can screen himself, that and he's able to screen toxins out of it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's true.
Rev's gonna pick up one of the little glasses of tea or teacups and hand it to the Sarge. Then
Okay, Sarge, what do you do with the teacup?
I kind of like, I just pull it to my lips and I drink it.
Okay. What you feel is an explosion of delightful flavors. It's the best tea that you've ever had. And it actually warms you up quite nicely. Other than that, that is the only effect. Just wonderful tasting tea.
Do you feel any different, Sarge?
I feel like more awake now. I still don't remember where I am, but I feel less tired.
It's not the tea, guys. Something's up with these pills.
We forgot.
I hate to
thought
keep
the pills were a
pushing
hard
there,
no, obviously.
but I gotta feel like if I was in the clutches of some kind of weird dementia, I might take a chance on one of these pills.
I'm with you. We definitely should not take the pills.
Rev says, "You're a doc."
I'm saying I might have.
The doc's saying he
You
might.
just
All right.
the doc just
Well, I
takes
heard that
strange
wrong.
pills lying in hallways. What a
Yeah.
strange doctor you are.
In
Well,
a place
yeah.
where the guy has already tried to do something to us.
Well, he clearly has done something to Sarge. It happened to any of us.
He's trying to get all of us.
Well, hey, what does an effective tyrant do? He offers both the problem and the solution to even further confuse you, and he gets you to the point where your cognitive dissonance refuses to allow you to accept the truth or to accept the solution.
Did Doc already pass out? Is he like under control or something like that? What?
Doc seems to be completely fine.
I'm not sure you call that fine when they start agreeing with their captors, but
The good doctor's wisdom is far beyond you.
okay, yep,
Indeed, it is.
that proves it to me. I'm
Fine.
not touching the pill.
I'm not agreeing whatsoever. I've seen this tactic before, and it's almost as if you beat someone into submission to where the very thought of the solution repulses them.
Do you want to then just grab the pill?
There may very well be no difference between these pills other than the color. I mean, they
Do you
look
want to
the
just
same
grab the
otherwise.
pills then? Because I mean, we should probably look in the other
I
doors.
say we either take them and take them with us, or Sarge, do you want to try one of these out and see if it makes you feel better?
There you go,
Sarge
Sarge.
is a guinea pig. My God.
Exactly.
Sarge, what do
And
you
he's
do? For some reason or another,
I'm not trying to push anything on you.
you kind of are. You kind of are.
I know if you guys don't agree, I'm telling you, if I felt the way he did, I'd probably try one. How much worse can it do?
Then grab
The way he
grab-
feels now is if we all felt that way, we'd be so screwed. We wouldn't know where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
So grab the pills and take them with us so we can look at some of the other rooms. We've been standing in front of this table for like 30 minutes.
Yes, good point. That's kind of what I'm trying to move this along a little bit.
Then grab our pills and let's go to the other room.
All right, are we grabbing tea too, or are we going to try and choke these mothers down? Are we going to snort them
That's
later?
all
Or what?
you.
How are we going to...
That's all you. I'm not touching the pills or the tea.
Yeah, I'm not swallowing them, but if you want, Rev can pick them up and put them in his pocket in case we're gonna YOLO them later or something.
But I mean, we should do something because
All right,
we
agreed.
obviously can't go any
Okay,
further.
so what
here.
exactly are you doing?
We're going
Do
to
you wanna-
gather them and proceed if we're...
So you pick up the pills.
Yes.
Okay, who picks up the pills?
Rev will take them and put them in his pocket.
Okay, Rev, immediately when you pick up the pills and you place them in your pocket, you notice that they disappear.
Okay. Rev tells everybody, well, that's not working. I can't take these pills with us.
And immediately, you see the 2 pills pop back up onto the table.
What the hell?
This is gonna be a hard pass for me, guys. I say we look in the other rooms.
Maybe it's the fact that you're not affected. Maybe that's why you can't actually pick them up.
You want
Sarge, whether you want to take the pills or not, try and pick them up and put them in your pocket.
And Sarge, like he's barely not super cognizant, but he just kind of scrambles around the table and he does pick them up and he puts them in his pockets.
The moment that you touch the pills, you feel an overwhelming need to make a decision. Like a overwhelming need to make a decision.
Ooh, I get it. Uh-oh.
You cannot move. You cannot think of anything else other than making a decision.
Sarge.
Got
Mm-hmm.
the words repeat again. All we are offering you, truth.
Those
So
ringing,
he's just,
those
like,
ring in your
staring,
ears.
So he's like frozen then. He's
Yep.
not responding.
He's
to
merely
anything.
he merely
Sarge.
has him standing like this, and all you can hear, Sarge, you can hear no one else other than all we offer you is the truth.
Holy shit, guys. The pills are still in his hand. Sarge. And he can't respond to me. Sarge.
Nope.
I'm just going to like shake him a little bit.
Sarge,
Shit, I guess
do you do anything?
I guess he's got to take one now.
What do you do, Sarge?
Oh, you mean to am I not like stunned or something?
You cannot
or-
move. You cannot think of anything else.
Oh,
You're
okay.
solely focused on the fact that these 2 pills are in front of you and you have to make a decision.
Oh, to make a decision.
So he's
I
got
know
one in
that-
each hand.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Red or blue.
Let's see, red or blue. I'm going to go red.
Okay. So you watch each one of them watches as he takes the blue pill and he puts it down, and he takes the red pill and he puts it into his mouth. And we will find out next time we're all together what happens with the good sergeant and the red pill. I want to thank everyone who has been here this evening, who has been hanging out with us. Thank you so much for all the amazing subs, guys, and just hanging out with us. Ramsey, it's been awesome. Burger, Kira,
Yeah,
Hollow, Bliff was here, the amazing Pie Boy, anybody else who's just hanging around and lurking. We truly appreciate it. You being here with us this evening for the season opener of season number 6, for the amazing Court of Visions and his wonderful tea that we have now made
And his Morpheus decision.
we have made a tea drinking lover in the labyrinth now, so he will make a great resident as we all drink tea together. Thank you so much, Sarge, for being now one of us. Thank everybody who's been hanging out with us this evening. We truly do appreciate it. I want to thank from the start here, Mr. Ryan 118 playing the amazing Rev. Thank you so much, good sir.
My pleasure. Thank you again, Scott.
Absolutely. To Mike, aka Voldo, thank you so much, good sir, for another wonderful evening. Even though we had some map issues.
There's just too many people talking.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
To the amazing Richard playing the Sergeant, thank you so much, good sir, this evening for
I think you had fun.
making a
Love the
decision.
labyrinth.
For making a decision, and we will find out what happens next time we get together. And of course, my brother from another mother, aka your favorite doctor. Thank you so much, good sir.
I think you made the right choice, Sarge.
And to the
With
amazing
I'll run into like David Bowie next time.
yeah, we'll find out. And to the amazing Court of Visions here, the amazing Pie Boy who has been going to be a major part of this season as well as this arc. Thank you so much, good sir, for being with us here today.
Oh, thank you. I'm barely getting started.
Oh, believe me, he's got some things up his sleeve. We wanted to take it relatively easy on you. Didn't think you were going to actually get this far, but well done.
Oh,
So you guys did great. So again, thank everybody who's with us this evening. We will not be back next week. This season is every other Friday, so we'll see you in 2 weeks. But these episodes will definitely be up on my YouTube channel for you guys to hang out and check out, as well as the past seasons as well, in case you want to get caught up. Again, thank you so much for all the amazing support you guys have shown us this evening. It means the world to me. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, so thank you so much.
It means the world to us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody here really truly appreciates the fact that you guys are just hanging out, showing support, and being active in chat here. Please check out Mr. Ran118, who is an amazing streamer. He streams just about every day. Just awesome games. He's playing a really cool game called The Wind and the Whistling Blossom, which is great, and Dyson Sphere, which I really like watching as well.
very colorful. Very colorful game.
Beautiful
Thank you,
games.
Scott.
Thank you so much.
His favorite game, FTL.
Yeah, and FTL, my favorite game.
of course.
I'm like a
Shogi's
closet
favorite.
FTL fan. And to everyone else, thank you so much. And we will see you in 2 weeks. And until then, stay safe and keep it 3,000, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Peace out.
Sleep safe.